Hey guys, this is gonna be part 1 of what is to happen after spiritual union with your twin. Excuse me, drinking water. Water's healthy. You must drink water. And I say that to anyone. Especially whether you're spiritual or not. If you're spiritual, it benefits greatly because water is also cleansing. So it helps cleanse your chakras. A lot of people don't know that. But it helps more if you meditate, and light up incense and things like that. Anyway, before I get led astray again, this is going to be part 1. What happens once spiritual union with your twin. Now, here's the first thing that's going to happen. Once you're in spiritual union with your twin, it's no longer, there's no more doubt, okay? Probably in the first stage, give it like first off, how do you know? If your question is, how do you know if this is your twin or not? You will be tested, even though you're in spiritual union. I went through it. If you have a false twin part of your journey that you and your twin wrote down prior to reincarnating to help you in how you will meet on earth, what family you will live with, how are you both going to intertwine, and the karmics, this and that, to help you ascend. Yes, everyone in your life, you planned it. You did. Before reincarnating. We are multidimensional spiritual beings. We're very, very intelligent. And we planned everything with the permission of the divine, granted. And our angels very much supported us in this process. And they continue to support us. That is why you have awakened. Awakened to what? When I say awaken, there are stages of awakening. It's not just poof, you've awakened completely 100%. It doesn't happen like that. It's a stage. There are stages, okay? So I'm just trying to, put it all together in a simple little paragraph for you guys to understand. If once you are in spiritual union, the first couple stages, if you are in doubt, you are being tested. Tested by what? Tested by the divine. Do you still doubt that this person is your twin? Are you still looking back at your false twin? That's one. You have to pass that test. How do you pass that test? Let's go here. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a cheat sheet right now. You're very lucky for being on my channel because I'm giving you a cheat sheet. How do you pass it? Well, one, if you were with someone, are you going to cheat on them? No, right? Whether or not that's your twin or not, you're not going to do that. You are of a divine soul. You're a divine being. Love, purity, innocence, integrity, dignity. All these things are your values. It's part of who you are. It's part of your blood. It's part of your reincarnation. It's who you are. It's your DNA. That's why people learn from you. They go to you for advice. You're their confidant, right? So you live your values. You live it every day. You practice it every day. That is a true divine feminine. You don't just talk and say that you're a divine feminine. No. That is why Twin Flame Journey is not easy, because you are living it. You are part of it. You are the character in that book. Your own story. So how do you go about it, right? How do you differentiate? Because a lot of people say that, okay, well, this person's my twin, or this person's my false twin, and if so, is my twin or my false twin, it's a toxic person, whatever. How do you go about it? How do you handle it? Again, it's a test. Do you have compassion in your heart? Do you still have empathy in your heart? These are things that you need to pass in order for spiritual union to happen. It's 11. You know, and a lot of people are giving misinformation out there. Like, well, you know, it's the running, the chasing, and, you know, there's so much negativity in a twin flame journey. I don't want to deal with the negativity. I don't want to be part of the negativity. I just want to move on from my twin. There's a misconception. When you say things like that, you are just blocking your union to happen. Because for one, it's a test how much you truly love your twin. And second, if you truly are a twin, you're not going to think like that. And that's not how you're going to think. Now, me saying this does not mean, oh, this is how I should think. Because, right, I'm a twin flame, I'm a divine feminine, I'm talking to you guys, I'm telling you all these things, but it's not something to give you an idea that, oh, this is how I should be, or this is how I should think, this is what I should do. No, you should be you. You should be your authentic self. Okay? If this is not what you did at the time that you should have reacted that way, or at the time that that's what you should have thought about, I'm sorry, you failed. Is there a chance for you to go back? Yeah. Is it gonna happen right away? No. Your angels are not stupid. The divine is not dumb. Okay? You can't manipulate how you truly feel. Sincerely, deep within your soul. I'm not talking about 3D. Okay? Again, we are multi-dimensional. You have to understand what that truly means. If you're truly a twin flame. Okay? There are different aspects of you. There's different parts of you. It's not just one being. You're multi-dimensional. It's complicated. I understand. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to tell you guys all these things. But again, I will repeat, it's not, if I tell you all these things, it's to help you understand. That's it. It's to help you understand the dynamics of it, the concept of it, the organization of why this, why that. That's why. But it's not to give you guys an idea. This is what I should think. This is what I should do. If you're ever wondering what you should think and how to do what you should do, this is all my advice I will give you guys, okay? Pray. Pray. Because every twin flame journey is different. You can't always take my advice. And I'm saying that sincerely because whatever advice I give you may not be applicable to your journey. Again, everyone is different. Every twin flame is different. But what I'm telling you guys, everything I'm advising you in my videos, it's to help you understand your own journey. Okay? That is the concept. That's why this channel was guided to me to make and name it Divine Intervention. My angels have guided me to name it Divine Intervention for a reason. Okay? This is Divine Intervention. The divine is intervening every time that you are guided to my video. Every time that you watch my videos, you guys are guided to me. So I'm not going to mislead you. I'm not going to lead you away. I'm going to make you understand why you are here. What is the purpose of this and that? Why did that happen? How did it happen then? And why did it happen now? You get what I'm saying? It's a deeper aspect of everything. Same thing with tarot readings, oracle readings. Every time you ask a question, you can't just ask a yes or no. It doesn't work like that. Very rare. If you have the spiritual gifts to do it. But aside from that, when you ask questions, it's more of deeper questions like how? What? You know? So, having explained all that, I hope you guys understand. I'm only here to give you guys a better understanding of your purpose, why you are here. Why did you spiritually awaken to the fact that you are a twin flame? Okay? But it's your journey. What does that mean, it's your journey? You take responsibility for your actions. Okay? Everything you choose, everything you decide, it's up to you. Whatever the results are, it's your responsibility. Okay? Because you came here on earth with your twin written down in that contract with all your karmics, contract with all your soulmates. How is it gonna go? This and that. If you didn't awaken to this and that, everything, you all wrote it down. You wrote it down. The karmics that you have been with, the karmic partner that you are with, even at this moment, if you are, and the soulmates, karmic soulmates, or your soulmates that helps you ascend prior to meeting your twin flame, those are all needed. How did you handle it? Did you learn your lesson? Did you change? Did you change for the better? Or are you still repeating your same mistakes? What did you learn? Did you awaken to compassion? Did you awaken to giving, ascension? What is ascension? Ascension is a higher state of being. So, are you in that energy? Are you that person? Are you that spiritual multidimensional being? Because you have to be in that state of mind. You have to be in that state of, awakening in order for all these new energies to come into your life. And again, you are multidimensional. So yes, it is necessary. It's very necessary to pass all these challenges that come your way. Why do you think it's not easy being a divine feminine? Because you are meant for it. It's your destiny to go through all these things. Do I have any right to tell you what else is your destiny? No. But I do know it is your destiny why you're going through all these things. Again, I'm here to give you understanding. That's my mission as a divine feminine, as an incarnated angel with my twin. That is our mission here. My twin is different. Her mission has a lot to do with death. A lot to do with death. But that's separate, and I have very high respect for my divine masculine, so I'm not even going to mention my divine masculine spiritual, gifts and her mission. I don't want her to get angry at me. Her higher self. Okay? I'm gonna shut it right now. But, I just wanted to give you guys an understanding, okay? This is just to give you guys an understanding of the whole situation, so you guys have a wider range of vision as to what I'm really saying and why am I saying all these things and where am I heading to, okay? Explaining all these things to you. I'm a very detailed oriented person, aside from the fact that my career asks me for it, demands me of it, but I do the best I can, to be as detailed as I can in my videos. So I apologize if I end up rambling. I get distracted a little bit when I talk too much, or when I get into too much of the the topic. My apologies. So that's one, okay? Once you're in spiritual union, the divine will test you. And trust me, it's up to the divine how many times he will test you. He will test you. If you have a false twin and you just found out that's your false twin, how do you know if it's a false twin? Okay, I'm going to answer that right now since we're talking about it. How do you know if this person's your false twin? Well, one, you have similarities with each other. You feel connected to this person, but there's something wrong. There is something off. Something is wrong. It's a gut feeling. And, this person abused you, this person manipulated you, this person left you stranded, disappeared on you, treated you like crap, treated you horribly, okay? And you don't know why, but you feel drawn to this person. But again, there's something wrong. Something is wrong. Okay, something's off. Because I would tell you, your true twin, whether if it's in a low vibrational state, your twin will never intentionally hurt you. Okay? A false twin will. You understand? You guys understand me now? A lot of people don't know that. Again, you're very blessed to be guided to my channel. This is called divine intervention for a reason. Most of you need it, okay? And I thank the divine, for using me as an instrument and, for my angels to guide me also in telling you guys all these things. It's not easy. And I feel your pain. I know that a lot of you have went through a lot of things with your false twins. And trust me, we could have more than one. You can have more than one false twin. It all depends on what you and your twin wrote in your contract prior to reincarnating here. Do I know that? No. I don't know what you wrote in there. I don't know. But prior to my awakening, about me and my twin and why this and that. And trust me, it was a brutal awakening because all my chakras I was in pain, and you would think I'm going crazy, but it was too much. And my spirit guides was there to help me, and my angels were there to really assist me in everything. But I had this dream. I think I don't know if I projected or what, but it really felt real. I was in heaven, and I went back in time to the moment where the divine said to everybody in heaven, okay, this is a mission that I'm going to give all of you. You need to go to earth and do all these things that's necessary and lift the vibration high. When we wrote a contract and we sat down with our twin prior to reincarnating, that is sealed between twin flames. That is between you and your twin. Nobody else. And nobody else can access it. So please do not ask me, okay? I'm already letting you know. I'm letting you guys know right now. That is between you and your twin. Respect the contract, okay? Respect your twin. Yes, you are dealing with your lower vibrational twin, your lower vibrational divine masculine or divine feminine. Yes, it could go vice versa. I just found that out recently. But it's, majority. That's just very rare. But only a small portion of you guys. But majority, it's divine feminine who needs to awaken first. And, yeah. Because it's divine feminine who's more spiritual compared to divine masculine. Divine masculine awakens to that later down the road. But again, that only happens after spiritual union, after you go through the stages of spiritual union and the spiritual union challenges, okay, is what I would call it. But yes, it's between you and your twin. And even though you're dealing with a lower vibrational divine masculine who's struggling to, ascend and struggling to, be a be the higher self, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. Then why do you think you're going through all these things as a divine feminine? Because your divine masculine is not going to ascend if you are not mature and not, susceptible to take all this knowledge, all this wisdom, all this spiritual awakening and spiritual growth, spiritual maturity. Your divine masculine's not going to grow if you are not grown, correct? Right? Right? Am I right? So, again, I'm trying to make it simple so that you guys can understand better. So yes, you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested, with your doubts, if you have any doubts about, is this my false twin? Am I dealing with another false twin? Do I even have another false twin? See, these are the things you should pray and ask your higher self to intervene. Many of you do not know that. You have the power. Divine feminine or divine masculine, you have the power. You just meditate and pray to your higher self and tell your higher self, intervene, take over, take the wheel, because you know what I mean? Again, you have to give permission. Why? Because we're on Earth. Earth is Earth. Our divine gave us free will. They cannot intervene without you giving the acknowledgement and the go sign, like, please, they need your permission for that. So you have to be specific as well. And there are things that our angels cannot intervene. There are certain things that they cannot intervene. Okay? So if you are asking for something, and whatever it is, no matter how small, no matter how big, and it's not coming through, it hasn't happened, it's because they can't intervene in that. Or it's because you still have a lot of things you need to do. Again, growth. Self-growth. Okay? You guys have to learn those things. It's not like going to a classroom, watching my videos or watching anyone's videos and just poof, you awaken. No, it's an experience. That's how you graduate as a divine feminine. It's experiences. So basically, yes, you're going to have doubts. It's going to go here and there. But this is my advice, okay? If you are already in spiritual union, what do I mean by spiritual union? You are with someone that you know is your twin. Deep in your heart, you know is your twin. Why? Because your chakras were intertwined together at the moment and time that you were together in a relationship. Yes, in this 3D world that we live in, you are in a relationship. If I put it in a 3D term, you are in a relationship with someone. It just so happens that someone is your twin. How did you awaken to the fact that this person is your twin? Well, for one, every time you have crown chakra pain, they're having crown chakra pain. Every time you have something stuck on your throat, they're having something stuck on their throat. When you have back pain, they have back pain. That's your root chakra. When you have stomach pain, they have stomach pain. That's your solar plexus. When you're having heart palpitations or heart chakra pain, they're having it at the same time as you. Yeah. And how do I know this? I experienced it. I'm not going to be talking about it with you guys if I didn't experience it myself. My twin and I experienced our chakras unionizing, is what I would call it. I don't even know if that's a word, but you're syncing, SYNC, syncing, unionizing your chakras as one, so that every part of your being is connected to their energy. Because when twin flames are in spiritual union, you can exchange energies. You can do so much. That's why they call twin flames power couple. You are both multidimensional beings. Again, I will keep saying that in this video because it's the truth. It's powerful. It's a gift. It's a blessing. But again, you don't just get it. You have to go through the challenges. And am I saying challenges for the fact that you need to focus of the negativity of it all? No. Is it negative? All the challenges negative? If you look at it that way, it will be that way. But if you think of it in a positive way, that this is for my self-growth, this is for my spiritual awakening. Why am I going through these challenges? Why am I going through all these things with my twin? It's because you need to learn something. Is it my responsibility to tell you what you need to learn about you, whatever you're going through? No. Is it a psychic's job to tell you? Is it any psychic empathic person responsibility to tell you that this is why, this is, no. It's your responsibility. You can ask your angels to help you, but it's not their responsibility. And that's something, honestly, I believe they don't have I don't think they can intervene, even if they wanted, in regards to things like that. Again, it's a process. You have to spiritually awaken. That's part of spiritual awakening. Okay? It's the experience. So, that's another thing. That's one of the things. When you are in spiritual union with your twin, that's the very first stage. Your chakras will, nothing and no one can stop it. Okay? Because it's a pull. Once you and your twin meet here on earth, and you feel deep within you, even if you were going through karmics at the time, which happened to me, and you were about to separate with your karmic, and then you met your false twin, and then you were going back and forth, running, chasing with your false twin, happened to me. And then your true twin was just around the corner, you didn't even know, and is your best friend, which happened to me. I'm saying my experiences, and you didn't know. And then now all of a sudden you found out, oh, my best friend is my twin. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden you're in a relationship with your twin. And then now you're more than ever advanced in regards to spirituality, in regards to spiritual awakening, spiritual growth, all these things about, anything spiritual. You already have the wisdom, the knowledge about. And then what happens? And then you start feeling all these pain, like you're shaking, your body's shaking, you have all this heart pain, like air is coming in and it's like heavy, it's like a rock weighing down in your chest. It feels like you're gonna have a stroke, but in reality you're perfectly fine. You go to the doctor, you get checked, doctor's like, what the hell, you're okay. You get an x-ray, you get whatever, MRI, whatever, it's fine. Nothing's wrong. You think you're going crazy. You get an x-ray, you're okay. So what is all this? I'm already explaining it to you. If you are a true twin and you're in a relationship with someone and you know that that person is your twin, which most likely if you are truly a twin, you will already know that that person is your twin. Why? Because at that point, you have already passed the test that you need to pass. How do you know that? You already had a dream with your twin. prior to even having your chakras in union with each other. Yes, it's painful. It's very, very painful, okay? I'm not kidding. I don't even know how we survived. But, once that happens, everything is just waiting. You're just waiting for union, physical union. Which is my situation right now. And I know a lot of divine feminines are going through this. It's not just me. There's just not there's not many out there who feel the need or feel, again, the need to share and, let everybody know. Again, every divine feminine is different. Every divine, being is different. And it all relates to their mission, why they're here, their influence here and things like that, their purpose, in their life and in their twins' life and their purpose as a power couple. Okay, it's all intertwined together. I'm just, explaining it as much as I can in detail so that you guys can understand. I'm sorry if I'm talking too quickly. It's 3:20 in the morning and I have to check out at 12 noon, so I don't plan to sleep till later. My divine masculine's eating dinner right now because right now it's dinner time over there in the Philippines and it's morning here. So I told her this is going to be quick, so I'm going to call her back. So I'm going to try to make this quick. I tell myself that. I don't know if you guys notice this, but I tell myself that all the time, but it doesn't end up happening. I'm sorry. I just love talking to you guys. But, I love to help, and that's truly my nature. I love to help, I that's me. That's just really who I am. What else happens after spiritual union? So again, I'll repeat. 1, you'll have dreams with your twin, extraordinary. Dreams that your past lives together, the good, the bad, the horrible, the extremes, the things that make you think oh my God, is that even real? Things that you probably don't even want to say to a psychologist or don't even want to say to a psychiatrist or a therapist, because you're thinking, I don't think, But believe it or not, there are twin flames who are in the medical. Yeah, there's a lot of twin flames who are in the medical field, music industry, Hollywood, and also there are a lot of twin flames who are long distance relationship, including myself, who chose to work behind the scenes, not so much in actors in Hollywood, music industry, where they're very wide open, eyed with everybody, where all eyes are on them. That's more pressure, believe it. More and more pressure. And I can name a few twin flames who are in the music and who are in the Hollywood. But aside from that, I'm not even going to get to that. That's not really important. Again, I'm rambling, sorry. So yeah, you're going to go through your dreams together, and it's right after the other. So you as a divine feminine will have dreams of your own spirituality, your spiritual gifts, who you truly are. Like for me, I had a dream of very, very demonic, evil things, and I found out that I was an incarnated angel. Yes. And I'm an angelic being in heaven, chose to reincarnate here, with a human body. Yeah, duh. Right? And then I had a dream that, my twin is also an incarnated angel, but she's more of a dark angel. She's more into the dark side of everything. Does it mean that she's a bad angel? No. No. They just deal with the more dark stuff, And then and then we had dreams of our past lives here, the situations that we've had with our family in our past lives that we chose to reincarnate with again in this life and the following lives, with them, and the karmics. Yeah, we had dreams of our karmics and the purpose of them and what happened with them in our past lives and in what different situations and different timelines with them. Things like that. Believe it or not, my karmic partner that I have been with for 8 years in this lifetime, in my past life with her, she was my sister. Yeah. Crazy. I know. Things like that. And then after the dreams, there was prior to me even opening up to her that I had feelings for her and things like that really I could not imagine. Like, I had a different feeling. It's a different kind of feeling when you meet your twin. I will say that right now. When you meet your twin, it's a different whole kind of feeling. It's something beyond words can express, beyond words can explain. And before I even, chose to, confront it and confess it to her, she had a dream, actually, the night before I confessed to her. And I came up to her. My higher self and her higher self were talking. That's her dream. It's just now thinking about it, it's our higher selves that met. We met in the high dimension, and it's our 3D here that are like waking up, so our higher selves met in higher dimensions. And I came to her and she was like, are you sure that you're not just saying that? Are you sure that you truly love me, or you just want to get your mind off of your false twin? I'm saying false twin so you guys can understand, but she said her name, okay? And I said no. I said, I'm serious. I love you, and I want us, and then we shared our dreams. And then you can't believe it, that night after I confessed her, I had a dream. I had a dream, and the continuation of that dream. Okay, so again, it's an exchange. Okay, so when you both exchange dreams, at the same time, your chakras are, feeding each other. They're syncing each other. They're unionizing. So once you are, your chakras are in union. Oh man, I'm telling you, it took like what, 6 months, 8 months, around there. And it's not every day, because of course our angels, our spirit guides, the divine doesn't want to overload us that much, because our 3D physical body can only take so much. Okay, so it's in divine timing. Again, divine timing. Okay, what is divine timing? I feel like I have to educate again in this while I'm talking about it. Since I'm talking about it, then I might as well, right? So divine timing is if you are in that right energy, that right vibrational energy. That is called divine timing. You are in the right vibrational energy to receive. Okay? Whatever it is that you are receiving. I'm trying to be specific. So, you're going to go through all these stages. Your chakras are going to be, in union. And then, at the same time, you're cleansing. Now, at a certain point in time, every twin flame is different. At a certain point in time, you will be in physical union with your twin. Like, for example, I and my twin. We first met, I went to Philippines. And, after I confessed to her that, I have feelings for her, this and that, and, I love her very much. And I went there, we met, and boom, sparks, okay? I don't know how else to explain. But, after that, this is a bit personal, but I don't even, God forgive me. Well, no, my higher self forgive me. But I feel like I need to say this so that it helps all of you guys. But really, I don't feel comfortable. But I'm forcing myself to say this, okay? There are certain things that you want to keep personal, especially when in regards to you and your twin. You don't want to share everything. But I want to help you guys, okay? I'm not going to share detailed everything, but I'm just gonna say enough so that you guys understand. When twin flames meet at the first time, the very, very first time that you and your twin meet, okay, and you met at a time and moment which in most cases, once you meet with your twin in physical union, okay, for the first time, and your karmics are clear, you ended your karmics the right way, okay, the right way. That's important. Very, very important. Once you end your karmics the right way, once you have ended your false twin the correct way, the right way, you will be in physical union for the very first time. Once that happens, and again, this depends of what you wrote in your contract, okay? So this is my experience. I'm sharing my experience. Your experience could be different, so don't just take my word for it, okay? I'm just sharing my experience. So, we met for the first time, and this is what I can say. When twin flames meet for the first time, you can't avoid the sexual attraction. You can't, the physical chemistry. You can't. It's like your souls are dying for each other, wanting to hold each other, wanting to caress, wanting to touch, there's just so much sexual energy. Yeah. I'm just telling you guys the truth, okay? And it's 3-3 right now. I'll picture it right now. Okay. So the sexual chemistry, the sexual energy is intense. You cannot deny it. There is no thinking about it. Trust me. I even told my twin. I told her, no, we're not gonna get there the first night. You kidding? I'm not like that. I'm a divine feminine. I mean, yeah, this will fool you, but really, I'm a divine feminine. I don't give my cookies just like that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm that kind of femme. I'm the dominant, but okay, this is getting too much. Oh my goodness, this is too much information. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to be detailed to the point where I'm not giving too much information, but it's not. It's not working. Okay, I'm just saying. I told my twin, I was like, no, we're not doing it the first night now. But it ended up happening. So what happens? Here's the question. This is what I really want to share. What happens when that happens? When you share sexual energy. Here we go. Okay. If you are... Okay, how do I explain this? Every person that you have had sexual sexual intercourse with, therefore meaning you shared sexual energy with. It doesn't matter if it's your karmic, it doesn't matter if it's your false twin, it doesn't matter how many. You take it with you. You take it with you. You take the energy of that with you. Why do you think it's important to cleanse? Why do you think it's important to be careful who you share sexual energy with? Because it's detrimental to your twin flame union. Once twin flames are in union, physical union, and you share sexual intercourse, sexual energy, it's creating something. You're manifesting. It's a manifestation. It's a stage of manifestation. That's one of the spiritual gifts of twin flames. It's power. It's gift. It's a gift to manifest all your wants, your desires, your needs. And it's through sexual energy. Okay? Really. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So, how is that detrimental to your twin flame? Well, one, your divine masculine is already in a lower vibrational energy. And you as a divine feminine carried all this karmic energy because you shared your energy with your karmic by what? By doing it, by sexual intercourse. That's how you get energy. That's how you share energy. In the physical eye, you are thinking, well, we're not having sex anymore. Yeah, that may be true, but the point here is you already did. Okay? You already did. You need to cleanse if you want that gone. Other people, you need to cut ties. Okay? You need to cut ties. How do you do that? Well, look at me. This is it. This came for this. The hotel gives this for free. I'm just showing you guys. So you get a string. Doesn't matter what color. It helps to have the color of whatever chakra that you know. But you get a piece of string. You meditate, light up incense, meditate, ask your angels, your spirit guides to assist you, help you. And then you envision whoever that string is connected to, whether that be a karmic that you want to cut the tie with, meaning to say their energy is no longer inside of you. You want to cut it, you cut it, okay? So you envision it, you give the intent, you cut it with the help and assistance of your spirit guide and your guardian angels with you. Okay, with you. This is important, with you. I do suggest lighting a sage incense when you're doing this, okay? Because it is cleansing. It's the purpose of it is cleansing. So, it works. It really does. Or that's if the envisioning is not enough. Usually a lot of people, spiritual people, they just vision it, that they're cutting the cord, then they say that they're cutting the cord of the connection that they had with these people, so that the energies of them is no longer inside of you and you're no longer connected to them. How do you know if you're still connected to them? Well, you're constantly thinking about them. That's one. Two, they come to your mind, or they're still contacting you, or they're still bothering you, or whatever they're doing is still bothering you. Things like that, okay? But yeah, I'm getting way off here. So you have to do that, because if you don't, what happens is when you share sexual energy with your twin, with what happened to me and my twin, I didn't know anything about, at the time, I didn't know anything about cutting cords. I didn't awaken to that part, at that time. So when we shared sexual energy, her crown chakra was in pain, literally in pain. She was crying in pain after we were sharing it. And I had to comfort her. I had to, like hold her head like this, and sometimes like pull on her hair like that so that it helps, stretch the muscles, like stretch the tension. It was an experience that is really not ordinary, okay? And I apologize to my higher self twin for sharing this, but I'm sure she understands why I'm sharing it. It's to help you guys, for those of you who, want further affirmations, if you did or have experienced that with your twin. There's nothing wrong with your twin. It's the energy. That's what's wrong. That's why I always advise anyone, no matter what you are, no matter who you are, spiritual or not, be careful who you share sexual energy with. Okay? And a true divine feminine is and of high value. I'm going to say that right now, okay? I don't care what nationality, I don't care how you were raised. A divine feminine has high value, has high, very, very intense, high self-worth. You don't just sleep with anybody. Okay? Let's make that clear. Why? Because you respect yourself. You respect your body. You honor your body. You honor your whole being. That is a true divine feminine. If you're out there spreading your legs to every man that you meet, that's a danger to your soul. I'm saying it right now. Whether you're a twin or not, whether if you're just a light worker, yes, you can have your spiritual gifts. It doesn't change anything. But again, sexual energy is different. When you share sexual intercourse with anybody, you are getting their energy. Okay? Be careful. Be very, very careful who you share sexual energy with. I will share you guys a story. Okay? I heard on the news, I read on the news on social media, there's this voodoo. I believe he's in Pennsylvania, and I'm protecting my space right now. No negative energy may enter. No negativity. Only light, love, and peace around me. Shield my space. No one is welcome to hear what I will say right now. Only my spirit guides and my guardian angels. I read on the news that there is a voodoo in Pennsylvania, I believe, that owns a shop. I believe does also readings. And there are women who go there because they're into witchery, they're into voodoo, dolls, black magic, dark magic, things like that. And he has tattoos everywhere in his face. And he's very powerful. Oh yeah, he's very powerful. What he does is he manipulates your thoughts. He puts curses on you. And the kind of curse where you have to give me money. You have to give me what I want. Whether it be sex, whether it be money, anything. Or I'm going to cause you pain. Yeah. He just recently got charged. And I believe in Pennsylvania, there is a law where you cannot use witchery. You cannot do voodoo. You cannot, yeah, there is a law. See, there are certain cities that do believe in spirituality, and they do have it in the law where, no, this is the boundary. You can't do it. Okay? Now, this person, he's, I believe, an African American. Again, nationality doesn't really matter. It's who you were and who you chose to be, and what is your role here and why you chose to be here, and you know what experiences you chose to do. And you know, if your intent is to cause conflict or inflict pain on other people, well, that's your role. That's the role that you chose. And who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? You know, nobody's here to judge anybody, okay? Everybody has a purpose in this life, whether good or bad. And what's that purpose? To awaken you. If he didn't do what he did, am I saying that what he did was bad? Yes, it's very bad. Am I saying that, you know, it's acceptable? No, it's not. It's not. But if he didn't do it, would all of you be awakened to the fact that, yeah, it exists? No, you wouldn't. So again, there's always a purpose for everything. Okay, there's a reason why things happen the way that it does. It's unpleasant. We don't like it. It's bad, yes, but it happens for a reason. Do we know the reason? Not all the time. But does it mean that we have the right to judge? No. Only God can judge. Only the divine can judge. Nobody else has the right to do that. Okay? Even angels, they don't have the right to judge. We don't. We don't. Okay? That's the authority of the divine and no one else. So, why did I share that? Be careful who you trust. I say this all the time. There's a lot of people who say they are this, they are that. Test them. One person tested me on here. You try to put a curse on me. If you think I forgot about you, the answer is no. But I moved on. Again, I'm many things. Don't let this face fool you. But, you know, I'm just saying these things because I want you guys to be aware that right now there's a lot going on, you know, in this world, and as always, but now the virus that's coming out, you know what I mean? There's a lot of death, a lot of illness, a lot of sickness, a lot of, you know, people dying, killing each other, even family members killing each other. It's ridiculous. But you know, it's to give awareness, especially those who have mental illness. It's to give awareness, okay? Awareness of the situation. Again, twin flames are ascending right now, okay? All of us are ascending. A lot of us are awakening. Whether you're twin flame or not, you're awakening. You are going through ascension, okay? You have to learn to go with the flow. You have to learn to let go of what no longer serves you, what no longer does you good. And that includes family, friends, people that are toxic to you. You have to learn to forgive. You have to learn to be compassionate, be empathetic, because that's really who you are. But, you know, you have to know when to draw the line, okay? And that's also part of spiritual union. Spiritual union with your twin is not going to be easy or any easy if you are holding on to people who are toxic. And this is something that happened to me and my twin as well. That's why I'm sharing it right now. This is going to be the last part of this video. Again, I apologize that it's long. You know, my twin and I, we had to go through, a lot of letting go of people at the time that we were in union, spiritual union, even her family, we had to, draw the line, like, hey, this is wrong. They're wrong. They don't really care about you. They're just, using you. They're just, stalking you. They just, want to be in your business and want to, so things like that. It's a lot. Once spiritual union happens, it's a whole nother level of challenges, a whole nother level of tests and trials that you all have to pass, and you both have to pass it together. It's together. Once spiritual union happens, it's together. You're no longer just you. You are carrying the energy of your twin, and your twin will know if you are lying. Your twin will know if you're really okay. Your twin knows what you feel. You are there mirroring each other. You are mirroring each other very, very much once you are in spiritual union. Okay, and yes, telepathic abilities are true. There are times that I know what she's thinking, I know what she's feeling, I know what she's saying in her mind. Okay, but I don't do that, You respect your divine masculine space. You respect their privacy. You have full trust. There is no doubt. Again, that's another test you have to go through. There's so many, okay? But this is all I'm going to tell you guys. This is it. There are many more, but this is all I'm going to tell you. Because these are the ones that's important, okay? It's the ones that are important. So my next video, I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be next week because I'm going to be busy this whole week. I think I have a lot of, too much surgeries I need to do this week. A lot of plastic surgery, a lot of ear, nose, throat, laparoscopic, GYN, and urology. I specialize in GYN and ENT. But lately I've been doing plastics and laparoscopic cases. So, Anyway, I love you guys. I'm sorry it's a long video, but I hope you learned something. Feel free to comment and like the video. Thumbs up. I love you guys.